You're now in Xero. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a brief look at the infrastructure of Xero, because if you've been working with a desktop product, Xero is completely different to the setup. Apart from having a menu structure up here, you pretty much do tend to need to know where you want to be. So first things first, we'll take a look at the dashboard. Now, it's a great name for it. What this is your opening screen. And here you have accounts, I should say, that you want to look at on a regular basis. So usually it will be your bank accounts that you want to keep an eye on or that you regularly go in and reconcile. And you can also have an account watch list, which is your chart of account nominal codes that you want to watch on a regular basis. So you want to come in here and you want to track what sales doing today, what's advertising doing today. And for a lot of people, it will be costs as well. So you can have that. There aren't a lot of things that you can have on this dashboard, in all honesty, but it's useful. Another obvious one is invoices that are due to you and bills that you need to pay. If you're on expenses, you can have a cash flow one as well. But that's pretty much it. But for a sort of an at a glance, day-to-day HQ overview, that's great. Bear in mind, your user role will determine what shows on your dashboard. So you may have a full dashboard, or you may have a cut down version, or you may just have the bank accounts only. So if you go in there and you don't see them all and you can't work out why, one thing to do is to check your user role. So how do we add accounts or add reports to the dashboard? So one you might want to add is business performance. So in order to do that, we go to reports, we go to all reports, and then under financial, we want to, when you see these little lines, it means there are more reports. So if we click on those and we want to come down, and there's one called business performance. And here you can see a myriad of reports that look at your last 12 months and show you what your performance has been. So we'll pick gross profit. So here you'll see grayed out is a little star. So if we click on that star and then we go back to the dashboard and we scroll down. Scroll up even. There you will see is your business performance, and there it is. As you can see, space only allows so much. So if you want to remove a report, also you go back into where the report lives, in this case it would be reports, financials, and you untick the star so it's clear again, grayed, and it's not highlighted anymore, and that will remove it from your dashboard. So firstly, in terms of editing the dashboard, you can move things around if you want to. So at the bottom of the dashboard screen, you scroll down, hope you can see this on there. There's here it gives you to edit the dashboard, and all you do is you see where this is, you take that and you hover and you move it up. So you might want bills to pay to come first. You might want your account watch list at the top, so you can move that. Business performance, you might want to come down, and so on. So you just move it about where you want to. I like business performance at the top, and then we come down and you just put save changes, and whatever movements that you have done will be in place. The other thing you'll notice at the very top is this is what we call a getting started screen. Now, depending on what you have done or how you have set up your Xero, your getting started screen may differ slightly. If you've imported, you'll have a getting started screen that shows you to go and change your conversion balances or update your bank account. But pretty much after a while of using Xero, you probably won't need it anymore. So to get rid of it, or you can bring it back if you want to, if you go to the help up here, and down here it says hide getting started. So if we click that, our getting started screen disappears, and it means that our dashboard is a lot cleaner. But if you want to go back and say, how did you do that? Or give me a little pointers to get me going, because it does depend, as I say, on what state your accounts are when you start. Here again is show getting started, and it will reinstate that. So for the purposes of this, we can get rid of it because we don't need it for the moment. Okay, so you have added your business performance, you've got your account watch list. These, how you do them is you actually go into your chart of accounts, and then while you're in here, you choose the account that you want to see. So you might click on purchases, and here you'll see it says show on dashboard watch list. You tick that, save it, and that's how you get it onto your dashboard. The bills you need to pay are automatically linked through from the center, or from the bill center or purchases center, and appears here. So it just updates as and when you add things into that into that part of Xero. And the same with the invoices. Expense claims show up automatically the minute you create an expense claim. It just comes up here. If you don't create any, it doesn't show up. So if that's not something you use, it won't clutter up your dashboard. And you'll notice with these three, you have the option to create a new bill under here, a new sales invoices, or a new expense receipt, if that's the case. And that is pretty much the dashboard, with the exception of probably the main reason people come in here is the bank account. And how you add these is slightly different. If we come over here to accounts, bank accounts, this actually shows you the list of all the accounts that are present in Xero. Some may have come over in an import, or you add them manually. Some people have loads of bank accounts showing, and a whole list of them. And what you can do in here is decide which of them you want to show on your dashboard. So again, you'll see the option here. You tick it or you untick it. Now, say we didn't want this one, we can just untick it and it wouldn't appear. However, once you click on the dashboard, you can decide which order that they show up. So if you have a main current account and in your list it shows up like third or fourth, you can click this, for example, in this case, move it up, and if this was it, it would now be at the top, or you move it back down. And that option is only available if you click for it to show on the dashboard, because it otherwise becomes irrelevant. You'll also see up here you can do other things, but we'll come back to that when we look at the bank account screen. So that's how you get that into the dashboard. And that's the basic overview of what the dashboard can do for you.